think this is just the cheap carbon fiber chassis. You know, I don't think I did anything special. Oh yeah, I did. I lied. So I cut those off so it could drop a little bit lower. You know, a little bit more clearance. That was the first thing I did to those. What did I do next? Next I went straight to differentials, but I went to the metal ones. I do like the metal ones. I'm pretty sure the metal ones use a different bearing size. I can't remember which size. They came with the ones I got came with the bearings. I think I bought the kit car. I think I bought the orange kitted car. You know, and then started putting on the purple upgraded parts from there. I wasn't a fan of the adjustable you know, links because they rattled. They added a lot of front to back play, like, you know what I mean, like there was a lot of play there with them. It wasn't very strong. I'm sure you probably lost a lot of the transferred power through them too as well. So yeah, I definitely didn't go with those. I like all the solid links. With the front up here, I noticed after a while the front ones, the joints on them down here start to go bad. So I'm trying something new where I'm running the stock front, you know, hubs, and you know, they come with this flat screw that's like offered, it's like a washer type thing. So I'm hoping it won't, well, I know it won't pull through, but I'm hoping it actually lasts longer and it holds up. I think it will. I went all metal, and I'm trying to slowly revert back to plastic on what needs to be plastic. I don't want to make anything plastic, but I feel like having that plastic will work better. Not to mention these worked better with that, so that's why I just went back to these anyway. And the ones I had in here had the metal ones. I drilled holes in them so I could keep an eye on the differential, because, you know, I was just using it to collect data, you know, pretty much. Didn't know how fast it'd wear out, so I could see it through there. I could constantly grease it, but it also allowed a lot of dirt and dust to get in there, and you know, gunked it up. I think ever since I switched to the differentials I like, and I have the right amount of washers, I like my setup. I don't think I've went through a differential yet since I set it up like this. I'm pretty sure I'm on my original rear one since I've got the extended diffs. Because what I mean by extended is, if you take this one right here, and, you know, one of these new ones that I like, these are my favorite ones right here. I always go for that black. If it's black, like, I don't know what you'd call it on the spur pinion. If this piece is black, it's usually good, you know. But yeah, these are the longer ones. See how it's extended? It's much longer, and you can even see the size difference in this gear opposed to this one. I mean, this one is blown out, chewed up and shit, but like, you can see that. And then it is longer. What I do though, I don't know, it's up to you, but it's optional. What I do is I actually take this apart when I get a new one, and I remove those balls, the ball bearings. I don't know if you can see them in there, but I remove those ball bearings, and then like lock it back down to make it a solid differential, like a locked one, and that seems to work best for me. Going on next from there, I would say, when it comes to CVDs, I noticed these silver ones, they hold up all right, but I've never had one of these go out on me. As long as you keep this greased, they'll last a long time. What happens is if you don't grease it and it's dry, that rubber ring, it actually is holding in a metal pin that holds this together, and whenever that ring goes, that pin's able to slip out because the only thing holding it in and on is that rubber seal. So once that rubber seal is gone, it falls out and it comes apart. But I noticed I was breaking these ones right here at the knuckle, right in there. The knuckle was snapping, after a while. I don't know if it was twisting up or what, torquing it. My build's kind of heavy. I don't have a scale that can weigh it on. But I noticed any of the ones that come in black, if I want Ally and they're black, for some reason they hold it better. I don't know. Like I said, I have a lot of good luck with the parts that come in just solid black. I don't know if there's a difference or what, and I don't know everything. It's from China. I don't know. Pinion in the spur. I have the Losi Mini T. Pinion with the bigger metal spur, and that thing is pretty much solid, never goes out on me. I did drill this center mount. I have an actual one right here. I did drill this out to get a bigger bearing in there it holds up. It's the one bearing I find that goes is the one on this drive shaft. I think it's just because all the torque, power, and heat that it sees. It's the only bearing I ever had go bad on me though. But I go through those. I'll have to find the size for that if anybody needs it. If not, you probably already know it. You probably got some laying around. If you bought a few of these kits, you just buy a few of these cheap kits. You end up with so many spares. One thing I did too to also help with this body comes to the shocks. I like the adjustable shocks, but there's these solid shocks that came with the body I bought, and they're not adjustable. They're non-adjustable metal shocks right here. These things are kind of nice because the spring is very stiff. I took that spring and I put it on the adjustable shocks, and that's how I got it to work really well for this heavier body and hold the weight and actually, work properly. Next, get onto my sway bar. So I use 2 of the front knuckles in the front. There's adjustable links. I simply just took one apart, and maybe 2. I think I took 2 apart because only one side's like that. And I bored them out a little bit, took a drive shaft, and then glued a drive shaft in there at the right gappage just to make sure I got my right amount of toe. And that's what that is right there. So it's those knuckles from the adjustable ones screwed down to a nut. Yeah, screwed down to a nut. I also have a rubber band on here just to help with vibration. I don't know, I always try to use a rubber band to help if I can, but to help keep that together and crashes and stuff like that. If you're wondering why the rubber band's there. But you see, it doesn't really fully lift it up if one's pressed in. But if you push the one up a little bit, then it is controlled once the other one is up. See how now it'll rest all the way. It won't rest all the way until that one goes down. So, we're up. Now rest. So that's how it works. I think it works perfect for a good body roll. And the way this heavy thing, because this is the heavy rig. This car itself is pretty heavy. But when you put